Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for my horror DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K pickups for the month of March. So I hope everyone had a nice March. The weather's been weird, but I'll take it. But first off, I want to show off some of the stuff I picked up at a convention I went to this past weekend. It was called the Syracuse Collectors Con. There's my bracelet right there, so you can see. It is not a horror convention, but more of a pop culture. It had anime, it had old vintage toys, new age stuff, people who do arts and crafts, 3D printed shit, a whole bunch of things. But I also had celebrities. And of course, I'm going through the celebrity list. I'm thinking, who do I want to meet? And of course, I wanted to meet Eric Estrada. I was a big fan of Chips and everything, but I also had a weird movie I wanted him signed because, at his table, everything was all Chips related. So I figured I don't want to surprise him with something different. So, of course, I found my copy, and I brought my copy of Chupacabra versus the Alamo to get signed by Eric Estrada. And it's kind of hard to see, but it's in this, he had this light blue marker. Yeah, I don't know if I can get it on there, but he actually signed it right there. I surprised him with it. He said he doesn't really sign anything he goes, this was all a different film. It took 19 days to shoot, and he was having a good time with it. So a little sci-fi channel flick to surprise him and have a good conversation with him. So, of course, that's what I do. Found some goodies at the convention. One, yeah, this is kind of like a joke. I saw this and I showed my wife, and my wife started laughing. She goes, "You just got to get it." This is more of like a Dungeons and Dragons piece. It's a dice, but one die. But what is kind of neat is this thing glows in the dark. Glows in the dark, beautiful. But I can see like a dungeon master using this. But again, the joke is, if you can read that, there we go. You see that right there? And then you can roll the die. Oh, we got the other side here. Not a mimic, mimic. It's got the teeth. And again, this thing glows in the dark beautifully. There we go. Now you can see it that way. There we go. And again, this thing glows beautifully. But I had to get one because if you know the joke, if you know what that means, yeah. I'm not saying much about it, but I had to buy one. It was so goofy. And then I actually got a cool collectible at a booth because a couple booths that actually had some horror stuff. A lot of wrestling stuff was there. They had some wrestlers. They had like people who did the voices for the Peanuts. There was one guy from Scream, but Scream 6. Supposedly he played Ghostface, but I'm like, tons of people played Ghostface in Part 6. I didn't know who he was, but what I got at the booth of this one horror table is this awesome Freddy Krueger squishy figure in a pretty bad beat up package. Like, it's coming apart down here. So I might keep it, but I like the back. There's the squirt balls. There's another squishy one, and there's the main figure right there. And I think it's one of those. Yeah, it's a bend 'em twist 'em figure. But I like how it's in this cool package. It's very old school. I love the look of Freddy, like, the way he's in that pose. You got the background there with the silhouette for a really good price. So of course I bought it. I looked at my wife. She goes, "Yeah, you probably should get that." But I figured, let's walk around the rest of the con. If it's still there, I'm buying it. If it's not there, oh well. Well, guess what? It was there. So anyway, we walked around the con. It was a good time. So afterwards, we left early and decided to hit a couple antique places. And of course, I found some cool collectibles at the antique place. One of them is this cool, it's called Motorized Twistums, and it's a Blade figure. It's one of those wind-up figures, and when you wind him up, he walks and he starts slashing his hands back and forth. That's the way he looks. It's right there with removable glasses, and you got a whole bunch of Marvel figures there. But I had to do it because it's Blade. It was cheap. I figured, why not? I'll grab one. I never seen these before, and I figured, install package, I'm doing it. And another antique place, I saw this. I'm like, I gotta buy it. It is from the real Ghostbusters. This cartoon figure, this is the zombie. They had all different type of characters. They had like a mummy. I have the Frankenstein. There's a bunch of ones, but it's got some cool animation. What you do is squeeze the legs, hands come up, the brain hair comes up, and his eyes move. See, they all spin around. Him showing off his, like he's popping his top. Oh, brain. But yeah, I had to buy it. It's cool. It's a zombie figure. It's real Ghostbusters, you know, fun shit. He's going in my shelf. All right. That's it for some collectibles at the con. Now we'll get into the DVDs and Blu-rays. I got 2 DVDs to show off. One was at Walmart, and actually both of them were at Walmart. The first one is called Beasts of the Deep. This is a 3-film collection, all in one disc. It's got Jurassic Croc, which I don't know if I own that one, Deep Sea Python, and Deep Sea Mutant Snake. So we got some giant snake movies. They're the I don't know if they're from China or whatnot, but they're the Asian Sci-Fi Channel movies. So you can find them online. But why not? Cool film collection. I'll add that to the multi-pack group. So the cover art sucked me in with a little gator coming up. Yeah, we'll see how that plays off. And actually at Walmart, I did find a figure for like $3. And it's this cool Clayface. Now, Clayface, you know, DC animated. I try to keep my comics stuff separate. But I always liked and enjoyed the look of Clayface. He comes with this little clay bowler poop thing. But Clayface from the DC animated series always looked freaky to me. I love the whole morphing. He can change into his shapes. He can make these spike balls, squares, sickles, and everything. But just the look of him was freaky. So I want to get a Clayface figure to add to the wall, to the collection. Like, look at that face. He's got rows of teeth all over the place. Just this monster figure. It was only $3. I'm like, all right, I'll buy that for $3. That's awesome. All right. Now, my other Walmart pickup was a very big surprise. I thought it was a joke. I'm like, really, they're going to sell this at Walmart? Maybe it's all cut, you know, all the shit's missing. But I figured, all right, I went on a Monday after a week, and one Walmart had nothing. And the other Walmart actually had the tag on the setup with the barcodes and everything. I figured either A, they're all sold out, I missed out, or B, that they'll stock it tomorrow on new release day. Because the Walmart near me is kind of like a week behind. They always put out the shit the week after. But that's what they do. Sometimes. Depends on what they get. So I figured, oh, I'll go back the next day, check out new releases. And of course, they didn't have any new releases. But they did have what I wanted, was the Faces of Death collection of volumes 1 through 4. This is insane. I can't believe this is found at Walmart. Wow. I knew they didn't know what they had. And of course, this was pulled. And now, unfortunately, if you want to get it, good luck. If you can find it there, get it. It's like $30. But now, you know, the second-handers, the scalpers already have this on eBay jacked up big time. So don't pay jacked up prices. This is a lot different from the Blu-ray that Gorgon Video put out. That's only about an hour and a half long. This is 7 hours. 7 fucking hours. All the Faces of Death shit. All uncut, unedited, and everything. And the funny part was, usually when you buy an R-rated movie, you check out at the self-checkout. The light goes on and says, you know, someone's got to come over. Oh, you 18, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really, do I look like I'm 18? I'm more than that. And they had to scan it and everything. This never did it. You just scan it, pay it, walk out. I'm like, what? Do they know? They don't know what they had. And I bet you some kid decided, you know, he got some money from grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, whatever. Saw this. I'm like, ooh, I want to buy this. Bought it. Brought it home, and mom and dad were like, what's this? They started watching and going, where'd you get this? And of course, you know, the whole fiasco. This is actually 4 discs of the Faces of Death, all released by Gorgon Video, too. So I don't know where they got these. Gorgon is, I don't know if they're defunct or what, but that's awesome. Unless they're coming to make a comeback, or they found stock somewhere. But it's just all 4 discs, all 4 seasons of Faces of Death. So now that is now in the collection. Still surprised me. Holy shit. Get a sip. Get talking, get dry mouth. All right. Box set from Vinegar Syndrome. Forgotten Jolly, Volume 8. Wow. This is insane. Beautiful box set. Vinegar Syndrome always does an awesome job. This one has Rings of Fear, Reflections in Black, and AAA Mazusis, whatever. Good looking offers her service. Never heard of any of these. So guys, let me know what your thoughts on this. Again, there's probably some Jello in here that I've never heard of, which is awesome. So now we're at volume 8 already. So keep them coming. All right, now to the Blu-rays. Excuse me. First off, through Unearthed Entertainment, we have 100 Tears. This is awesome. This is like before Terrifier. This clown wrecked people up. He's got this giant cleaver, and he just destroys people with a cleaver. It's gory. It's a lot of fun. I upgraded the DVD. I found a Spanish Blu-ray because I had no clue if I was getting a Blu-ray. But thanks to Unearthed Entertainment, now I can go to that Spanish Blu-ray. I'm probably keeping the DVD. We'll see. But 100 Tears, again, way before Art the Clown was massacring people. This guy was massacring people, and it was awesome. So if you're on the fence, guys, definitely recommend grabbing 100 Tears. Awesome killer clown flick. Next up, we have an indie film. I think it's an indie slasher called Arbor Day. For some reason, every time I say that, I think of the scene in Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, where he goes, Garbage Day. I want to go, Arbor Day. Don't know why, I just do. But Arbor Day is a indie slasher. It's got a reversible cover art, which is like this all over here. But I do like the tree with the hand sticking out with blood. So a guy, who wants to save trees, but he kills people instead. I can't wait. Same guy who did Screwdriver, Morbid, and Door 1 of the 5 Doors of Hell, which I think I have. I know I have Screwdriver, and I have Door 1 of 5 Doors of Hell. But yeah, can't wait to dive into this one. So another indie slasher, Arbor Day. So now we have Labor Day as a slasher film. Now we have Arbor Day. Next up, through Full Moon Entertainment, we have Bad Channels. This movie's awesome. This reminds me of another one like Seed People, where you would go to the video store, pick up the VHS, watch it, bring it back. Same style from the 90s. It's got some cool music videos in the movie as well. The music's awesome. If you like metal type style, some grunge, that's in here. The alien DJ who is sucking up beautiful women and striking them down. He looks pretty cool. It's a fun film. I watched the Blu-ray the other night. Quality looks great. Thank you, Full Moon Entertainment. And if you're wondering, this connects the Doll Man and Doll Man versus Demonic Toys movies. So if you watch Doll Man, watch Bad Channels, and you watch Doll Man versus Demonic Toys, they're all linked. Only problem with this Blu-ray is they don't have the cutscene at the end of the credits, where we get that scene where Doll Man is looking for a girl that gets shrunk in this, because they tie it and everything. But other than that, awesome movie. Next up, we have Bad Dreams. This is the the Best of Nightmare Film Festival of 2024. So now I think there was, 22. There's a bunch of them. And I know I have the rest. This is the newest one. They're all put out by the Horror Pack right there. So I had to get it on eBay. I found one for a really good price. Grabbed it, because sometimes these get harder to find. They're kind of like anthologies. You watch the film movies. They're all short. Some are good, some are bad, but that's how it plays. But Bad Dreams 2024, awesome. I did it. I decided to upgrade Beetlejuice to 4K. To Beetlejuice. Love it. Next up, I was watching a documentary, and it was like one of those haunted house or haunted places in the U.S., whatever it was. And they talked about the true crime of the Black Dahlia. So I figured, wait a minute, there's a movie about this. Went on Amazon. It was like super cheap, like $10. I'm like, all right, I'll grab it. If anybody's seen this version, guys, let me know. So we got some true crime into the mix. So can't wait to check out the Black Dahlia. Another upgrade. We have Body Parts. Had the Blu-ray. Now I got the 4K. I love this movie. I don't mind double dipping, triple dipping on this movie itself. You know, the whole guy loses his arm. He gets a arm donated by a killer. All of a sudden, this killer comes back and he starts picking off people to get his parts back. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's got a cool twist at the end. Mad scientist and all that shit. I think it was Jeff Fahey was the main character in this. Yep, Jeff Fahey, the lawnmower man. So that was awesome. Body Parts now on 4K. Next up, through Scream Team Releasing, we have the Cannibal Comedian. Okay, we'll give this one a shot. Kind of gives me that Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibe, you know, when I saw the trailer where he kills people, you know, looks like he's wearing their skin. Like the scene right here, my face. We'll see if this is any good or not. Let me know, guys, if you've seen this one. I heard some good reviews on it, so we'll give it a shot. Next up, through Error 444, we have Coming Soon. Takes place in a movie theater. I remember way back when I was watching something on YouTube, a trailer on this about people stuck in a movie theater, like a ghost or something that's picking them off. I hope this is it. It's a Indian or Asian film. I think this one is Asian. Usually Error 444 puts out all Asian films, but I can't wait to dive into this one. I'll probably watch it soon. There's a few in the stack that I've been wanting to watch. Next up, I got this through the Indiegogo campaign, finally. And that is Crust by Sean Whalen, which he signed. I did the Indiegogo campaign for this. And what's funny is, when it got done and everything, the movie finally got all made and released, all the copies went on Amazon. People were buying them up. And all the people who donated never got their copy. And of course, I'm like, I'm not going to buy it just because, you know, what happens if I get another copy? Okay, yeah, I could sell it, but why? So I waited and everything because Anchor Bay released it. And of course, Sean Whalen was talking about it on one of the sites, and he was saying, wait a minute, why are people all complaining on the Indiegogo not getting their copy? So we checked it out, finding out that that Anchor Bay sent all the copies to Amazon. So they had to buy all the copies back to sign to send out to all their Indiegogo campaigners, all the people who donated to want to get a copy. So yeah, that was pretty screwed up. But the movie itself is pretty good. It's shot in black and white. The sock monster is pretty cool. It kind of reminded me of like a basket case type movie. Sean Whalen's character starts losing it, and you know, he's using the sock monster to get revenge. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The puppet on the creature looks pretty neat as well. So yeah, definitely recommend, guys, check out Crust. If you like those weird creature featured movies, it's pretty cool. Next up, through Scream Factory, they were having a going out of business sale. These are not going out of business, going out of print sale. I'm not redoing this video again. This is twice. So they're going on a business sale. They decide, man, they're going on a print sale. So they're going on a print sale. They had like a whole bunch of films that were pretty cheap and everything. And I figured, you know what, pick some of these up because down the road you're going to be like, oh, I want to see that film, and it's jacked up in price. So one of the ones I bought was called Dark Spell, the one that actually came with a slipcover. So never seen it. I figured I'll pick up a copy. Probably watch this soon with the wife because she likes those kind of movies. So let me know if you've seen it, guys. Dark Spell. Next up, to Arrow 4K of Deep Blue Sea. This is awesome. Looks like a freaking brick. Inside, there's the back of that as well. All these cool sharks. These artwork. It's got posters. It's got cards in here. There's some of the cards that you get. Like I said, there's a scene from with a shark in the back. It's like a postcard. There's a whole bunch of them in here. But Deep Blue Sea on 4K, awesome. I love that artwork too. So yeah, I've seen it in a theater. Had the DVD, had the Blu-ray. Now I got the 4K. This is one movie I will upgrade a lot because it's one of my favorite shark movies out there. The sequels are okay. Well, the second one's not the greatest. Third one's actually decent. It's better than the second one. But Deep Blue Sea is one of my favorites. It's probably my top 5 shark movies. But again, I love Deep Blue Sea. Just craziness. And it's got some cool, more special features than the Blu-ray. Yeah. Next up, through, again, Error 444, the Deformed Collection. So movies I've never seen before. Again, Error 444 puts out some weird shit, which I can't wait to dive into. This one has the Deformed Collection, which is the Deformed Gecko from 2017, and a movie called Deformed from 2020. So they're newer films. If anybody's seen the ones, let me know. Probably watch that at some point when I'm in a weird Asian film mood. Yeah, the Deformed Collection. And thanks to Vinegar Syndrome, put out this weird Asian movies, I should say. Again, I thought Arrow would put this out, but they didn't. That is, of course, The Devil Fetus. I've been wanting to see this movie forever. And Her Vengeance. So it's a double feature style with reversible slip. Again, it's the same. That's the one side, and Her Vengeance is on the other side. But Devil Fetus just looks insane. I can't wait to finally watch that movie. Never had it, so can't wait to check this one out. If anybody's seen the Devil Fetus, guys, let me know. All right. Next up, through Visual Vengeance, which is a company through Wild Eye, we have Dinosaur Valley Girls. Yeah, this is crazy. It's one of those up all night, weird films that are, women fighting off dinosaurs and all that shit. Of course, dinosaurs are awesome. And it's cool as it has 2 versions of this movie. It's got the regular probably TV edit style where it doesn't have the nudity, and has another version where it does have all the nudity, which is great. So if you like your boobs, there you go. Again, it's it feels like one of those up all night films. So I'm probably glad to have Dinosaur Valley Girls into the collection. Next up, through Trauma, Eating Miss Campbell. So it's not Eating Out Miss Campbell. That sounds like a porno. So now we have Eating Miss Campbell. It's a new cannibal film where I guess a girl is vegan and everything. She has a crush on her teacher. I guess the teacher makes her become a cannibal. I guess. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but I can't wait to check it out. Trauma, a lot of them are really bad films, but they're fun and entertaining. It's Trauma. What do you expect? If you don't know Trauma, come on. Again, this should be fun to watch. The trailer looked pretty cool. Looked very gory and bloody. I hope someday Trauma goes back to their old catalog of films that are stuck on DVD and they give them an upgrade. Because there's so many of them out there that could use that upgrade. Maybe I'll do a Trauma edition. We'll see. Anyway, Eating Miss Campbell. Not eating out. Next up, another one from Error 444. We have a movie called Egg. So this should be insane. I've never seen this movie before. Had reversible cover art. I love that cover art with the eye. So we'll see how this one is. Has to do with childbirth and all that shit. So we'll see. Again, if everybody's seen the movie Egg, again, that artwork sucked me in. I don't care what it is. As long as we have that kind of creature in the movie, hook a brother up. So yeah, Egg. I just like the title, Egg. Next one, I actually went to Soundgarden. I haven't been there in a long time, and their selection is very bad. I ended up finding 2 titles, which was pretty cool. And one of them is a Scream Factory that's actually in the going out of print sale. I didn't buy it because I only bought a certain amount. I only had a certain amount of money to do it. And this actually had that there for even cheaper. And that's called Elizabeth Harvest. So if you're thinking about buying this one, this is in their going out of print sale. And I found it cheap used. I'm like, All right, I'll pick that up. I'm glad I didn't buy it at the sale, because then, well, it is what it is. Again, never seen it before. Looks pretty cool. Next up is I think a hunting humans movie called Escape the Field. I watched the trailer. It looks pretty cool. People wake up in a cornfield. A group of people, kind of like the movie Cube, where they all wake up in different rooms and they all meet together. Well, this one they all meet up and they all have like a something. One guy has a compass, another person has a flask and like a flashlight and all this shit. And they have to solve like a puzzle or whatnot. And then all of a sudden something or someone is picking them off one at a time. So I can't wait to watch this. And I think this is like another humans versus hunting humans film. So that should be kind of cool. If I'm missing this one, guys, let me know. Another one from the sale, from the going out of print sale. Keeps on to say business. Out of print sale. And that is Exterminators of the Year 3000. Again, this is a post-apocalyptic film. I don't have a lot of post-apocalyptic movies in my collection, so I need to start adding more. Again, if I want to, I'll start picking them up. And this is one of the ones where I would wait a while. Figured, let me grab that now because I want to watch it. And since it's out of print, it's going to be jacked up in price. So I figured, buy it now so I don't have to worry about it later. If anybody's seen one, guys, let me know. Next up, another upgrade. Forbidden World from the Roger Corman collection, now on 4K. I love that artwork. So, of course, now we have that. So we're getting more Roger Corman goodies on 4K. That's awesome. So Screen Factory's diving into the Roger Corman group of films. I think Jim Wynorski did this one. So, yeah. Forbidden World, awesome movie. Next up, this is SRS Cinema, but I got it through their Indiegogo campaign. That's called, what is it? 4 Nights in the Forest. No, 4 Nights in Fear Forest. That's what it is. Man, that glare. Sorry. So this one, I don't know if it takes place on Halloween or not, but I don't care. I'm going to watch it anyway because I can watch Halloween movies anytime during the day, during the year, whatever. Excuse me. So yeah, I guess this is the one about a haunted attraction that has animatronics of the Universal monsters, and I guess they come to life and go after people. That's the gist that I got. So yeah, this one I'll be diving in soon too, because this just sounded fun. I always like those animatronic horror movies where they come to life to go after people. Next up, through Criterion. Thank you, Criterion. We now on 4K Blu-ray of Godzilla vs. Biollante. Wow, I've been after this Blu-ray forever because the Blu-ray itself by, I think it was Wellgo USA, is out of print and it goes through the roof on prices. I was hoping, maybe someday on eBay there was a cheaper version, but unfortunately not. And there's two different Blu-rays out there. One just with the movie, and there's another one that has like a multi-pack with 2 other films in it. But thanks to Criterion, we now have on 4K Godzilla vs. Biollante. This movie is awesome. Pretty much Godzilla versus a giant plant monster. It's got 2 different forms. The monster has the beginning has a rose form, where a woman gets merged with the monster, and then she turns into this giant rose type creature. Pretty cool looking. And then later on, when Godzilla beats that form, it morphs into this giant lizard plant creature, and it's big as hell. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, Godzilla vs. Biollante. Finally added to the collection. Thank you. A big upgrade from the DVD. So no more DVD. I could deal with that version. I wonder if they'll do the rest. Since, they did all the older versions, I wonder if they'll do the newer ones. We'll see. Next up is a bootleg. This is a movie through Apple TV, which I don't have, but I always wanted to see it. It's called The Gorge. I got it through eBay. The movie's pretty good. One American on one side, the other girl, she was from like Lithuania on the other, and they're supposed to keep an eye on the gorge to make sure nothing comes out. There's like a big history of the gorge, and yeah, it's a cool creature feature. It kind of reminded me a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean for some reason. All the guys that were pirates that were mutated by sea life, they had like claws and barnacles and all that other shit all over them. Very familiar with these, but they're all plant-like creatures with humans. So yeah, That's what kind of reminded. I know for some reason that's what it reminded me of. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. It felt a little long, but again, I don't have Apple TV, so I had to go for a bootleg, which I don't care. As long as I have a copy, yeah. Next up is He Never Left, the home invasion slasher movie, which I have not seen yet. If anybody's seen this one, guys, let me know. The cover art looks pretty cool. Gives me that cool 90s vibe. 70s, 90s vibe. The other one I got at Soundgarden, which surprised me, from Severin, new, but they were selling it used, was the House on Straw Hill. One I have not, excuse me, have owned yet. And which is pretty cool is this version is the 3-disc version that comes with the documentary on, I don't know if it's on Video Nasties or Cannibal Films or whatnot. So I'm looking at going, is that an error? Because it doesn't say it on the case. It just says, DVD Blu-ray combo. But I guess I was doing some research. There was a very limited amount of releases of this movie with the documentary. So I'm like, fuck, I got the documentary. So I'm very happy on that. So Soundgarden actually did well for me on this. So I'm glad to finally scoop this up. It was cheap too. It was like brand new but used price. I'll deal with it. Okay, another humans hunting humans film. This one's called Hunted. About, I guess, a bunch of people trying to burglarize this mansion. They get caught, and now pretty much the rich are hunting these people down one at a time. They got the red coats, they got the bloodhounds and everything. So I can't wait to check this one out. If anybody's seen Hunted, let me know. Another one from the going out of print sale through Scream Factory. I picked up Jackals, another blind buy. Figured I would give this one a shot. If anybody's seen Jackals, guys, let me know. This one I got actually at the convention. It was like $3. Figured I don't have this one. Haven't seen it yet. It's in good condition. Called Jezebel. If anybody's seen this one, guys, let me know. It looks like a cool, maybe haunting type film. We'll see. Maybe the whole Two-Face plays an important role in this movie. I don't know anything about it. Again, this was $3. I figured, all right, for $3, I'll give it a shot. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, well, I wasted $3. Another upgrade. I had to upgrade it to The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Great vampire film. I had a great time watching it on Blu-ray. Again, they should have put this out already on 4K. The whole double dipping is getting annoying with new releases being put out just on Blu-ray. And then, Scream Factory comes along. Hey, I'm going to put this out on 4K. It's like, why don't you just put it out on 4K already? It's a brand new movie. I don't get it. But thanks to Scream Factory, we now have this on 4K, so it's another upgrade. Yeah, I never switched. I don't think it even has a reversible cover art. Another, I think this is the other film I got from the going out of print sale called Mermaid, Lake of the Dead. Killer mermaid movie. Got another blind buy. If anybody's seen it, guys, let me know. Trailer looked pretty interesting. Next up, this was on Amazon for like $7. The artwork sucked me in, and it's called Mind Melters 49, the brain thing. I guess this is like an anthology series. Like this one has Kung Fu Dojo karate guys solving a crime. I guess there's a killer robot in one episode and a creature stalking a campus. There's a shit ton of these, and I'm not going after all of them. So this is number 49, and I think they're way up there in the numbers. So I figured, for $7, I'll give it a shot. These are done by James Balsamo, so I'm very familiar with his stuff, but I have never seen any of the Mind Melters. So guys, let me know on that if you've seen any of them. But yeah, again, there's too many of them. I got this through Barnes & Noble, the 4K of Pi. This is put out by A24. This is an upgrade from the DVD. As you can see right there, that's the 4K edition. So yeah, figured why not? This is a crazy movie. Shot in black and white. Guy goes crazy. There's a insane scene with a power drill in there. Not getting too much involved, but Pi is a crazy psychological thriller flick. So yeah, Pi, fun flick for sure. Nice little upgrade. Another SRS Cinema Indiegogo movie. This is called The Pickleball Exorcist. Yeah. Yeah, I watched this the other night. This is just bad, but it's goofy bad. Um, the guy that, he gets possessed by this paddle ball. The paddle ball, tells him to go kill people. He's walking down the street, smacking people with this paddle ball. And it's funny, it's the same guy in different shirts and everything getting attacked by the pickleball possessed killer. There's even a part where when he kills a baby, the baby is just a plastic doll, and he's smacking it around. He's bouncing the doll head on the paddle. I'm like, oh my god. Again, this is one of those that are so bad, it's just goofy. Like, you're going to laugh. You can't take this one serious at all, especially with a name like this. It's very low budget. Like, there's only a certain amount of people involved, and it's just goofy. Another upgrade, I finally got Piranha on 4K. So now we have the original Roger Corman Piranha. Had to do it. Okay, next up is The Replicant with Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is actually pretty neat. I never saw this one before. Pretty much, he is a serial killer known as The Torch, where he goes after single women, pretty much kills them, then lights their body on fire, and pretty much lets the building burn with the kids inside and everything. Well, they get some DNA and they clone him. They replicate him. So now he's began playing himself in two different roles. He's done this before in a couple movies, like Double Impact was another one where he plays two versions. Well, this one he plays a serial killer and got some good kills to it. And he plays the other guy that's, just born. He's trying to figure out how everything is. He's walking around all goofy, kind of like Rain Man style. It played well. Like, Jean-Claude did a great job in this. It's got, what's his face in here? Oh, who plays the detective? Come on. Michael Rooker. Jeez. Michael Rooker plays the detective. He's the one that's pretty much got the clone. He's trying to convince him to remember certain scenes. And we get the cool scenes where he's killing one of the women in a bathtub. And, of course, the clone is trying to figure out what the hell's going on. It's really neat how this movie played it. It doesn't have a lot of martial arts to it, which is kind of awkward. Like, at the end, we had a couple of martial art, some fight scenes. But it's mostly a cop going after a serial killer movie. So I definitely added this to the collection. It was, like, super cheap on Amazon. So, yeah, another Jean-Claude Van Damme I did not own or have seen. Like, I have a bunch of his other movies over in the non-horror section. But I'm adding this one to the collection. Just got this in today. The Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter. Oh my god, this is awesome. Thick-ass edition. Put up by TerrorVision. Thank you, TerrorVision. I gotta upgrade my old, I think it was a bootleg DVD of this movie. Pretty much, this is the Canadian version of the Toxic Avenger. That's how I say it. There's the slipcover. That's one of the original artworks right there. And you can watch it version without the hat. With the hat. Without the hat. It's all embossed too, which is pretty neat. It's all got some cool levels up on the wording. And then just the normal artwork. It doesn't have reversible artwork in there. But TerrorVision does a fantastic job with their transfers. It's got a poster in there. It's got a booklet. It's got a postcard from the company that, sends it into the vault of toxic waste. So you got the poster, which I'm not going to take out. This is the postcard from the Barley nuclear power plant. And of course, they send him in the vault. He goes after the board of directors. And then there's the booklet. There's some cool kills in this movie. It's goofy as hell. So thank you very much, TerrorVision. Next up is another upgrade from DVD to Blu-ray, which I actually found a cheap version on eBay called Senatucci. I think I'm saying that right. Takes place in the Alps. Bunch of guys together. They get lonely. They make a person out of uh, a broom and a bunch of other shit. And the devil comes by and pretty much animates this construction. It's pretty much, people gone mad. It's it's definitely a different type of film. If you've never seen Senatucci, again, like, I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, so I apologize if I'm not saying that right. This is a crazy film, so I'm definitely glad to upgrade my DVD from it. So yeah, crazy film. Next up, I have a movie called Trap. This is the M. Night Shyamalan. I think his daughter did it. So, no one I have not seen. I've been holding off, but I'm like, you know what? Just get it. And we'll see how this movie plays off. The trailer looked pretty cool, very suspenseful. The concert is the trap. We'll see. Another indie film. This is called Twisted Gables. This is the same people that did the Mother Shucker movie. And it's kind of cool because the Mother Shucker corn creature introduces it. And he's like, oh, I'm going to be back in my sequel and everything. So we're probably going to get a Mother Shucker too. But in Twisted Gables is kind of neat. Again, you have a corrupt judge. His brother is the cop. His family's trying to take over the town and get all these farmlands to be sold because he wants to bring in a giant plant to make money. And of course, people don't want to sell off their land, especially the Gables. And then, of course, the judge gets drunk and gets into a hit and run, pretty much. Not a hit and run. He hits the husband of the farmland, kills him, and he gets away on technicality because he's the mayor. No, he's a judge, and he knows the mayor. He knows the governor. The brother, falsifies the documents and everything, so he gets away. Well, the family decides to get revenge on the family members, and starts torturing them and starts killing them off one at a time. Well, actually, it wasn't a pretty bad little indie film. The picture quality is great on these indie films. So yeah, this was Twisted Gables. I found on their website. Next up, we have the new Wolfman on 4K. This is the one I was going to look for at Walmart because it's a new release. Walmart only had the DVDs, which was weird. I'm like, really? This is a brand new film? It was in the theater. You're only putting out the DVD. So, had to get on Amazon. I haven't watched it yet. I've heard very mixed reviews on this new Wolfman movie. So let me know, guys. If you've seen the new Wolfman movie, how was it? Next up, we have The Wrath. This is put out by one of the Shudder exclusives. I guess this is a remake from a Asian film from the 1980s. So, came to check this one out. Again, never seen this one before. Adding some more Asian cinema to the collection. So if you've seen The Wrath, let me know. And if the original's any good, and if the original's out as well on physical, let me know on that. I'd like to, track that down because after I watch it, I probably want to see the original. And last is another bootleg because I've been wanting to see the movie, and this was an A24 movie, but A24 only releases on a special limited edition VHS, and it sold out quick, and they never put out another edition. I'm like, why not? Put it on Blu-ray, put it on DVD, put out something. But, so I got myself a bootleg of it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of neat. That's called Y2K. I guess it did poorly in the theaters. And it's like a coming-of-age teen comedy meets Virus. If you've ever seen the movie Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis, that's pretty much the style of this movie. I actually had a good time. The 2000 hits, all the systems go down, and supposedly this virus comes along and makes all the electrical equipment come to life and starts picking off people. It starts making robots to fight other people, and the robots kind of reminded me a little bit of that movie Virus, and it wants to take over the population by turning people into drones. So yeah, I thought it was good. I liked the way the robots looked. The kills were pretty interesting. Right in the beginning, like that party that happened where everyone starts getting killed off one at a time. That was cool. So yeah, maybe if they get an actual real release, I'll definitely upgrade the bootleg. Again, I think I found this on eBay as well, and I figured, why not? That's it, guys. That is my end of the month haul. Wow, got done in less than an hour. Surprising. And let me know down in the comments down below if you stayed through the whole entire thing. Again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this update. Again, let me know in the comments down below the movies you've seen that I have not, on the ones that, definitely check out or stay away from. If you haven't, please like and subscribe onto my channel. Stay tuned for more. I plan on doing another top 10 films put out on DVD only or VHS that desperately need that cool 4K Blu-ray upgrade. So I'm working on that as well. I got some other things in the works to do for more videos. Also, again, thank you very much for watching these videos, sending down comments down below. It's great. And stay tuned for more videos, guys. Thanks again for watching. Later. Peace.